Hello, welcome. Today we will be doing Ravnica Sealed. So Sealed in Arena is just very the serious type of sealed that you would see in, for example, PPTQ or limited GP. So you open 6 boosters and you get that to open to build your seal deck. The only difference is that in Arena, the matches will be best of 1. So let's open our boosters, see what we get. Initially, we'll only see the 6 rares that we open. So this is good for my collection, but this is Jesus. This is way too many. This is just way too many Shocklands. Simkin is good in Boros. This is also good in Boros, and this is just great in Sealed, will help us splash, and it's passable ramp. So, before we take a look at the rest of our pool, let me just say my thoughts on the format for a bit. And they would be, Boros is the nuts, like Boros. A great Boros pool is great, even though usually you want to grind a lot in Sealed. Boros can be very powerful. Selesnya and Demir grind a lot, and Golgarian are bad. You also want to take a look. Always, the first thing I check is the guild gates. After checking the rares, I'll see the guild gates. So we have 4 Golgari lands, so we're down for splashing black or splashing green. We have a bit of Selesnya, and that's about it. So let's take a look, see what we get. First, colorless, like we're playing this. This goes in basically every deck, whether you're controlling grindy or aggro. This only goes in straight Selesnya, as it can replace land. This will probably be played. See what else we got. This is a great common. This is a great uncommon. This is very good as well. What else we have? Spybug's good. Whisper Agent's good. Some nice Demir, but let's see. Also, to check if you're seeing Demir, you really want to check a removal. So we have a 1 Deadly Visit. Nothing else. We also have the Capture Sphere in blue. Capture Sphere will be splashed if we so desire. Have 3 Luminous Bonds, that is very good. Color will also be played. So yeah, I'm still just checking. We're still very much in the open. Our rares didn't push us either way. Actually, we are seeing a lot of Boros. Let's take a look here. Our mana base is not good for straight Boros, and this doesn't touch Boros, so it doesn't allow us to splash something if we're playing Boros. We can use the Selesnya Guild Gate to help splash green. We'll keep an eye out for that. But if we were playing Boros, this is all fine in Boros. This is great. This is one of the best mentor creatures. You want combat tricks. Wow, we opened 4 Blade Instructors. Maybe we're playing only 3 if we're playing that. And let's just keep an eye out for other colors. Our gold cards. Gold is very important in this edition. We could be playing Grixis. Hang on, I'm just gonna turn down the fan. I think it might be interfering with the recording. 1 second. Okay, my bad. So as I was saying, yeah, we're already at 43. So we might be able to play Boros with 3 Luminous Bonds. It might be the way to go. Like, our blue has the Sphinx and the Sphere. Sphere is a good splash, but we're definitely not base blue. Black has the Rat, which I love. Dowser, which is fine. Deadly Visit, which cannot be splashed most of the time. Green is bad, just as Golgari is bad, though we have 2 Siege Worms. But yeah, so it looks like Boros will be the way to go here. As for splashes, we could splash. When you're Boros, you can either splash blue or white. Is that no? You can either splash blue or green. Green is typically not a splash color, but you might have some sweet gold cards. For splashing, we have. Wait, did we open? Oh, no, just one secret found. So for splashing, we have the Guild Gauge for Selesnya 2, and 1 Steam Vents. But I don't think we're really splashing. The Wood Shaper is not what you want to be doing in Boros, even if you can cast it consistently. Hypothesizzle is very powerful, but with 3 Luminous Bonds, I don't think we're gonna need that. So yeah. We could also consider the Piston Fist Cyclops. So at this point, oh, we also have more take cards than I saw initially. We're not playing none of those. Maybe the Book Devourer, but probably not. So let's take a look. See our curve. Yeah, we're definitely not playing Piston Cyclops. Just wanted to check that for a second. The Seamkin does not look great, but it's still passable probably. We're not as interested in Chromatic Lantern. The ramp is not welcome in this deck, and we're not splashing anything. What else we have? The Garrison Sergeant is obviously terrible, as we have literal 0 Guild Gates, though we could play 2 of those, and just that. But yeah, we're not doing that. The Book Devourer is probably too... I haven't played with the Book Devourer yet. Could be interesting in theory, but I don't think it's what we want to be doing, even in sealed. The Rampaging Monument, I really like this card, but with only, what, 4 enablers, I think it's probably a cut. I'm not gonna cut it just yet, though. So let's see, we're very low on creatures, so we have to be mindful of that. With 14 creatures, that is a bit on the low side. Let's just bring the back in for a second and consider our options. So yeah, you cannot be running 15 creatures is rough in Boros, and at this moment we're running all the creatures that we can run. So yeah, except this. This does not attack, so yeah, this is actually a bit of a problem. I don't want to play a 5-mana 3/3, even though we're low on creatures. But I still think we have a fine Boros deck. I think we're gonna cut Cosmotronic Wave since we already have 3 Luminous Bonds. I don't think the no blockers clause is useful for us, which is the one I'm most interested in. So now we want to cut 3 non-creatures. So Maniacal Rage, not a fan of that, though it can be good with a couple mentor creatures. What else? Let's cut a Take Heart. We already have a Sure Strike. So let's see. We are playing this. Again, I usually would not play Book Devourer in this deck, but we have so few creatures, so we're just gonna run one 5-drop, 1/6 drop, and that's gonna be fine. We could cut the Rampaging Monument, but again, don't think we can afford to cut non-creatures. So what are our non-creatures? We have 3 combat tricks, 4 removal spells, 5 removal spells. And what is the last one? Oh, we also have this. I think we have enough. Color of the Culprit is sometimes a dead card. So I'm just gonna reduce that risk and run the deck like this, I think. We could run 16 land, but I don't think we really want to do that. We don't have the guild gates to support it. And let's just check if we're playing. Yeah, we're playing more plains than mountains, and I think that's fine. Yeah, I think that is very fine. So, yeah. So, I believe we have a functional deck. Not amazing, we did not get too many rares, but we'll see how we do.